Hello everyone and welcome to the plan with me for August. I am, as always, a couple of days late. I find that if I don't get this done on the weekend, I don't get it done at all, so I am a weekend late, but that is okay. I'm really excited to plan for this month because it's kind of like the month after I kind of settled, so I don't know, kind of more normal. And I do have some exciting things happening. But yeah, I mean, you know the drill. I'm going to go through the habit tracker, kind of set it up, look at how I did last month. Spoiler alert, not good. And then go into my monthly, kind of write down what is going on. Then go into my weekly. I actually have a cool budget breakdown thing that I'm still working on. I already thought of a few changes since then. And then go into my monthly goal in the daily section. So without further ado, let's get started. So first is the habit tracker. So last month, I actually I updated the channel. I lost my pencil case, like the most beloved thing that I had. Like if I could have one thing, I guess, like other than my wedding ring, one thing that I really, really love, it was that pen case. I had everything in it. So I lost all my midliners, which are like those colorful highlighter pens. So I've just been using these Tombow colored pencils, but I haven't really been keeping up with the Hobonichi, because it, like, even though I said I was like fully settled in, I think, I don't know, it's just a big adjustment period. Like I still needed even more time. So anyway, that's what I did use. I dropped off in the last 10 days, but that is okay. And as you can see, I am a few days into August when I'm recording this and hopefully uploading it. Didn't happen like that last time, but so I will have to like dot in an update here. But before I do that, actually, I did in fact get my first like full paycheck. So I actually went ahead and bought replacements of my favorite things from my pencil case, which were the Midliners and the Sarasa vintage color pens. So I'm gonna do like a quick little unboxing, I guess, of these. I mean, I've already done this before, but I just like to, I don't know, show these off. I really love these. These are like my favorite writing utensils, and I'd say that plus my Totoro pencil, which I haven't really changed yet because I got one that is effectively the same. I think it's still like Tombow, not as pretty. And then I'd say along with my Sarasa mark-on, which is kind of like what I use just to write general, you know, if I'm writing in black, this is what I use. But these guys, they're actually not too expensive. These, I would like try to find a coupon at Michael's to get it. And these are only, I think I paid like $6 or $7 for this whole pack. So it's not too bad. But yeah, I'll just do a quick, I guess, showcase of these. And I'll turn to, here, why don't we go ahead and do like the 31st of last month, which I did not write in. So first I have the Sarasa vintage color. I don't know why I love these colors so much. I think there's two different like collections of the vintage color. So you can pick whichever one you want. It is the clip-on. So that means you can, as shown here, clip it on to anything. I don't really use that function so much since I just use like the side here. But yeah, I can do a quick little demonstration of each of these, of course. Never used, I was saving it for the video. To get rid of the little ball on top. That wasn't super satisfying. Just gonna clean my desk afterwards because I think we'll be making a mess with the stickers and everything anyway. So I really love this pen. Let me be sure I'm in frame, yeah. So I love these pens, and my handwriting is like definitely not the best, but yeah, just for like comparison, this is the black from the Sarasa antique collection. This is the black from the mark-on. So you can kind of see a little difference. Like this is a little bit more purpley. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's a little bit more like purple blue. I'd say the mark-on is more of a true black. And also what I like about the mark-on is that it dries faster, so you can use highlighters on it more quickly, and you can like close the page more quickly without worrying about it smudging or anything. But anyway, so that's the black. Here's the gray. Also, what I love about these is that you can actually get refills for most of the colors. I don't know actually if I can get it for the antique, so I'd have to double check on that. But what I love about a lot of Japanese pens, which is not as common in American pens, is that you can order refills so you're not wasting all of this plastic. But anyway, here's the gray. Yeah, so compared between the, I'll do like a shot to show the color when I'm done with all of these. Compared with the black of the mark-on and then the gray, which is kind of like a blue gray, you can really see it looks purplish, this black. And honestly, I don't really use this black that much just because I do have this one, but if you don't have this one, then it's nice to have, obviously. You can never go wrong with a black pen. Next is the purple. So for these, I really like this because I would use these to color code in my weekly and monthly sections, which I will actually show when I'm planning out this month. So yeah, this purple, I don't know why I love it so much. I usually like a more, would be blue purple. This is I'd say this is more like magenta, more on the red side, but I think with like the whole collection, it looks really nice. And this red, the red and the yellow I really love. I don't know, it just really stands out. And the yellow, I love the yellow. Okay, sorry, I really am just like fangirling over colors of pens. Like, how do you know that you're boring? Well, no, I want to call it boring, but I mean, just looking back, like if I was looking at this in middle school, I'd be like, what the heck? I love this red because it's more of like a pinkish red. It's not as harsh as like a typical red pen. And then there's the yellow, which I love because it actually shows up. It's more of like a orangish yellow. But it adds a lot of light. As you can see, like it's mostly dark so far. It adds a bit of light into this collection. These red things are kind of hard to get off completely. Probably leave a little bit of residue still. So you can see, even though it is like a lighter color, you can still clearly see the color there, which I absolutely am a fan of. All right, so that is the pen collection that I got. It's the same exact one that I had last time. I just love them. I can't help it. But yeah, I'm really excited that I have these again. I love them very much, so. Okay, and now let me show off the Midliner brush pens. So and now I'm going to show off the Midliner brush pen. Sorry, my dog was barking, so I had to make a quick cut there. So these are actually somewhat new. I don't think the brushes have been out for very long. Before, I just had a collection of 15 of the highlighter marker combo. What I liked about the brush pens too is that the tip, and actually I don't know if it's the case for this one, but at least for like the first ones that were coming out, the tip is super fine as opposed to the kind of bigger ones, which like they're not that big, but when you have like a grid as small as the Hobonichi, you kind of like to be able to write like this. So like this is the smaller point, so you can like still completely understand what I'm writing, even though I'm writing in this like tiny grid. But I don't even know if that's the case for these ones. Either way, I absolutely love these. I got them at Michael's, well, on the store with a coupon. They always have good coupons. I wouldn't suggest, I mean, you can buy it at full price obviously, but if you're a little more tighter on cash, you can usually get a coupon at Michael's, like 20% off to 50% off one item. And I think like normally these are $30 or something like that. So if you can get a percent off of that, then it's really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and just unbox this real quick. Oh, And I don't think I've used these yet. I got them a little while ago, but I was saving them for a video. And as you can see, they did kind of the same style, just clipping on. So I'm just gonna go through. Yeah, so they do have the super fine. And it's interesting on this one. So I got this from Michael's. I got this one from Jet Pens. I just bought individual colors because I already had the entire thing. So this one has like a ton of Japanese text. This one just has English and French, I believe. It must be French. So yeah, that's interesting. I prefer Japanese just because like I study Japanese, so it's nice to have it there, aesthetically pleasing, whatever, but obviously not a necessity. So, yep. And now, what should I write here? Yay. Ooh, it's super fine. Yay, new markers. And I will do the brush. Maybe just like, start here. Hello. I am like not good at all at calligraphy and it's been a very long time. Oh god, that's like the most dilapidated smiley face. But yeah, I love these things. So I'm just gonna go down the list. This color I don't like as much just because it's hard to see. It's like more highlightery. I doubt I'm going to be using this one much at all. Like look how it just goes against it so much. Not really vibing with the rest of the page, but if I need like a very, very light highlighter one. This is the yellow I much, much prefer. It's not quite as easy to see as like the yellow of the antique pens, but still way better than that highlighter in my opinion. My hellos are getting a little nicer. This is also like a super highlighter yellow. Do they actually have a... This is actually just called their yellow. So wait, this is gold. And this one is orange. So what is this one then? Vermilion. Okay, so get the vermilion, not the orange if you want an orange that's like nice and calm. Better for a Hobonichi rather than studying. Yeah, so you can barely see this one. If I were to buy the brush pens individually, I would like never get this as a brush pen. I mean, you're usually using brushes to like decorate, but it's a great highlighter color, so. And I love this green. Very cute. Teal, blue green. I'd say this is more of like the highlighter blue, a little harder to see. So I'm gonna have links to these like 2 things that I bought in the description below if you're thinking about getting them. This is also kind of a highlighter blue. Yeah, this is just like the regular blue color. See, I mean, you can see a difference obviously, but like it's, well, maybe not so obvious at all. Like this one is slightly more teal, but only slightly. So again, if I was buying these individually, I wouldn't get both. And then this one is their smoke blue. I love, this is like my favorite one, I think. Much, much easier to see than the other ones. And then there's this one, which is the dark blue. Actually, no, this one's my favorite. I definitely like the more purpley tone in this one. Next we have the purple, which I use like all of the time. This is probably the one I'm gonna have to replace first. Ever since I was little, purple was my favorite color. Well, you said purple, pink, and red, but purple. I like electric purple more, but that's probably pretty hard to catch in like a highlighter felt tip pen situation. And this is their magenta. Which I effectively use as pink because I don't like the pink in this either. Because this is their pink, I believe. Yeah, it's their pink. And it is literally just highlighter color, which I'm not a fan of when using it in my Hobonichi. And then two more, the gray, which I actually used quite a bit. It's a little harder to see, but not harder than the highlighter colors. Oops. And then the brown, which I like never use, but I guess it's good that it's in there. So you can see how tiny you can write with this. And you have the brush on this side, rather than on the highlighter version, they have like, the points are a lot fatter. So it is harder to write, especially when you want to write on these tiny, tiny Hobonichi like grid lines. All right, well, now that I have gone through this unboxing, I suppose I should put it back neatly in here, but we're about to get into the habit tracker first. All right, so what I actually like to do is do the color first and then do the pen over it. That way it doesn't smudge as easily, even though it does say, you know, it's the mark on pen. You still have to wait quite a while if you want no smudging. So the one downside of not having the highlighter is this one, because that's like the only time I'd use the highlighter. I would just go whoop. So maybe I might even use the brush. Let's see how that goes to color this in. Yeah, see, with the brush, I mean, it's not super neat at all, but all right, so it is not like straight at all, but I do prefer it over the colored pencil. As you can see before, it was so much easier to get a straight line when I had the highlighter. And this is gonna take forever to dry, but I think it looks like a nice little rainbow. It is gonna take a little while to dry, so I'm not gonna be able to actually like write on it for quite some time. But let me think. I don't know, I might be able to write on it soon. Maybe if I use my this instead of my pen, it might go a little bit better, or it might be completely opposite, like do it completely worse. But it's okay, let's see what happens. So now that I am more settled, I definitely am gonna continue to try to work out. Honestly, like I count days. If I go over 10,000 steps, I will count that, which is pretty easy to do when you live in New York City, and you're actually like going places, like if you're going places with friends. I went to the museum the other day and I did like 20,000 steps that day, so I would definitely count that. Production, so not for work, but for personal production, working on documentaries, YouTube, etc. That's like my passion, so I want to continue that. Journaling, definitely. Did not do that enough, as you can see why this is all blank. Japanese, super important, and I'm actually gonna make a video soon on a study method that I'm doing for the N4. I already recorded the part where I unboxed like all this new like 3 months ago, but I haven't really used it that much. Japanese notebooks to figure out a good study system. They're pretty cool, so hopefully I'll get that video out soon. Really, I don't need to add cleaning. Even though I didn't record it, I do it every single day. Because, you know, when you live in an apartment with other people, you want to be courteous, and then also you're living in a small space. So, one, it's quick to clean, and two, if you don't clean it, it really piles up quickly. So I'm not gonna add cleaning. Let me think. I definitely do love reading. I suppose I can just put that here. Reading is something that I pretty much do almost every day too, since I count audiobooks as reading. But I still want to track it because it's something that I like never did before. I wonder, did I have reading here? Well, no, when I started adding it is pretty much when I started reading again. But if you haven't been able to read, try adding it to your habit tracker and just like a few pages a day. I read many books now. I'm almost to my 30 books for the year. That's also something I'm gonna do, is update the back. But let me think, what else do I really want to focus on? So I'm just trying to be like more realistic with my time, because I haven't even had a lot of time to journal. Well, you know, that's a lie, I do, but it's the energy that's more like it. And this should really be more of like, it shouldn't require energy to journal, but I think I just had that fear of like, I haven't touched it in so long. So I just want to be like careful getting back into doing habits again. Let me think, what's another good habit? I'm gonna add yoga, because even though I haven't been doing it, I would say I could really benefit from just doing like a quick 5-minute stretch every morning. And I'm just gonna count that as yoga for now, at least until I get into the swing of things. And the last two I'm actually gonna do is Mika time. Like beyond our 2 to 3 walks a day, and you know, feeding her, obviously, giving her medicine, spending extra time to just like brush her, play with her, take her to the park, etc. And then Dillan time, because we do usually like we eat together, but sometimes we're just more like passive just like watching TV or whatever. So just being sure that we actually spend some quality time together in some sort of meaningful way. So I'm gonna update this with what I can remember I've done so far, because today is the 6th, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, when I don't actually keep track of my Hobonichi, I forget what day of the week it is. So that is fun. But anyway, for reading, I can just look up my Goodreads. So I'm really lucky because I can actually read quite a bit during work because I'm an editor. So if I'm doing kind of like just blurring stuff or something that doesn't require a lot of thought but just a lot of doing, then I can listen to audiobooks like crazy. So that's really fun. With the fine tip, it is blotting. It might also be because it's a new pen. There is like a big ink blot that is not common on the other ones. So I'm gonna see if using the brush side would make it a little bit better. So for workout, I haven't really been working out at all. I did on Sunday go to the museum. Okay, so that's all the habits I can remember. I can't exactly remember this week, which is why I need to journal more. But yeah, oh wait, actually, I did tutor Japanese yesterday as well, so I definitely need to step it up, especially compared to earlier this year, now that I am all settled in. But yeah, so that is the habit tracking section. Let me actually just go ahead and add the washi tape now so we don't have to jump back here later. So with this color coding system, I use the antique pens that I just unboxed. In the past, I had ones like work, school, projects, and what was it? Like projects and personal or something. But obviously, I'm gonna change that up a little bit. I think I'm gonna make work gray. Work will be gray. Yellow will be maybe, let me think. So like I do tutor. I wouldn't count that as a work though, because it's kind of separate. I might make the yellow, let me think. I might make the yellow social. I'm gonna make the purple projects. So like meetings or allocated time, and I guess I'll count Japanese tutoring as that. And then the red, just personal stuff like vet appointments, doctor appointments, stuff like that. So I'm gonna start by doing the work. And I work a regular 9-to-5 job, so this will be pretty easy, except I do have a couple of days off and like a vacation calendar, which let me open that up. Sorry about this little smudge here. I just ate some chocolate ice cream and didn't wash my hands after, so be that a word of warning for you guys. Don't eat chocolate and then write in your Hobonichi if you want it to be spotless. But anyway, I did do a little mess up here, so let me actually get my paint pen. Just blurt that out there. Not perfect, but better than nothing. Okay, so work is done. Let's move on to social. I don't really have anything planned yet. I do think we're going to like an EDM concert or something at the end of the month, but we don't have anything planned really. I do know that Eric visited then. Let me see. I don't think I have anything set in stone for social stuff yet, which only goes to show that I need to start to reach out more to friends and stuff and schedule stuff now that I am settled in. Oh, and actually let me add my heart card because we got that. So yeah, nothing's really set in stone. Yeah, so we're just gonna skip social for now, which is kind of sad. That goes to show how much I have planned. Projects, like I said, I'm gonna count my Japanese tutoring for that. So I actually tutored at 7, so 7 to 8. And yesterday, I also tutored from 7 to 8, but usually it's Tuesday, Thursday. And as far as projects go, I don't have anything planned. Obviously, I am filming this today, but this is more for like when I set shoot dates and stuff. I definitely am gonna be planning more videos this weekend, but I'll be doing more of that probably in the day page section. And then lastly is personal. So on Monday, we actually had a consultation. Was it Monday or Tuesday? It was Tuesday. And then we are actually getting a tattoo at 3. And I don't really have anything else planned except for my anniversary. I got married this time last year. I don't think I have any more Kissy Shiba stickers left. Let me see. Oh, here, I have a double hedgehog. So there is my anniversary planned out. We are planning on doing something, but we haven't figured that out yet. We probably should soon. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty low-key month for me, unless I want to make it higher key, which I might. I don't really have anything planned this weekend. I might go home at some point next weekend. We'll see. But home as in my parents' home. But yeah, that is it for the month section. I am going to move on to the weekly section. So basically, I kind of just map out the same thing I do in my monthly section here. The only thing is, well, here, I went way too far, first of all. What I like to do now is put my budget on the side. So instead of doing a daily budget, which I feel like is way too much, I just add on the side any transactions that I've had for food, travel, which is going to be the subway mostly, or the train, miscellaneous, and then I have the total in and the total out. I think what I'm going to do now is actually do, which I'm going to do on Sunday because I'm just going to break it down for the week. I'm going to do food, travel, entertainment, or maybe like fun, I'll say, and that'll count food that I have like eating out or something, like food that I didn't have to pay for, or I mean food that I didn't need that I paid extra for. And then instead of putting rent and miscellaneous, I'm gonna have like rent and utilities in its own thing, just so I'm keeping track of exactly what I'm spending, and then also making a separate thing for savings, so like how much I'm putting in savings, because I am trying to put quite a bit now. But yeah, I'm gonna start by adding the washi tape. Okay, and so now using the same color code, I'm just now gonna block out the hours that I am doing everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this stencil here. I used to have a little like cute Shiba ruler. I'm not sure where that is right now. So we're just gonna go with this for now. And yeah, I'm gonna start with the work color. Okay, I got so caught up in the moment that I messed up big time, and the 2 days that I have off, I put work. So I could either white it out with my paint pen, or I could put washi tape over it, or I could try to find a sticker to cover it up. I'm gonna try that because I have this like book of stickers, and there's some long ones in here, but I don't know if they're blank. So there's this one that's, I don't think it like really applies that much though. Okay, so I guess what I could do is cover up A lot of it. Bam. And then you know what? Here. These don't come off as easy as the washi tape does, but still does. I'm gonna put that here instead. Put this here. Don't stick on too early. I just slap it in the middle there, and then just clean up the rest with my paint pen. All right, so that looks a little better. I just painted over the places where I accidentally wrote work. So now I'm gonna add, don't really have anything social to add. I'm gonna add my tutoring. Okay, and I think the only other thing is consultation and tattoo. Okay, and I think that's about it for the weekly pages. I'm gonna update you on how I do the budgeting when I actually do it. So I will do that once I get to it, and then let me stick this back in here. And now, finally, I am going on to the day page. So back to where we were testing all this stuff out. What I'd like to do is just kind of make a map for what my main goals are in this month. So I'm gonna start to do that. Okay, so first I'm gonna go back to last month and just take a quick look at that goal. So start making again. I kind of started. I definitely got quicker on this than last month, but I would like to make the plan with me's right before, and also make more than just plan with me's. So I'm planning on doing that now. Settling completely. I think I'm finally done that. I think the only thing that I really need to start again is getting into gym memberships, but basically I think I'm gonna wait until September to actually get a gym membership, because for now I'm still getting used to the rhythm of everything, and also I don't have my commuter benefit card yet from my work, so it would be nice to be able to pay with pre-tax dollars for transportation to my work and everything, and I'm just waiting to get that done first to get fully ready. Making a note of habits. I've definitely become more aware, I think, of what my schedule is, but I would like to get into habit tracking again, specifically focusing on the yoga and journaling parts, and Japanese. I really need to get started to get serious with that. And finding contentment in my schedule. I'd say I definitely did that. And then just these big goals for the next 3 months that I put here was settle and make systems, get on the grind for August, and then for September, reflect, renew, and more enjoyment. So August, I definitely am going to start getting on the grind of Japanese and making YouTube videos again. While also finding enjoyment. I did start off the month with a really enjoyable weekend, and a pretty good work week. It went by super quick, and I was doing lots of fun stuff. So I'm really excited for this month. I think my main thing will just be to stick to it. Like, make a system and stick to it. So I'm actually going to use, again, from this book. Okay, so again, I'm like literally not the most creative person and also really messy with writing and everything. But basically I want to stick to it with a focus on journaling and Japanese, like really getting into a system for that. And just getting back to journaling. I have all my markers, I have all my pens, and I have zero excuses now. So I'd really, really like to start doing that. Let me move my little today Shiba. Oops. To actually today, which is Friday. So I did tutor yesterday. What else did I do? Work. Bam. I also have to tutor at 7. I'm gonna film the plan with me, which I just did. So, bam. And then I think tomorrow I'm gonna go shopping for groceries and edit and upload. And then also Japanese note system. Get those all done. And I am feeling really motivated now. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this month. I hope that you liked this. It served as some sort of, maybe not a guide. I'm still trying to get it together. I really need to, practice what I preach, basically. Listen to my own advice. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to get back into it now that I've fully settled in and feeling a lot better. So if you like this, subscribe for more. I will be doing more than just plan with me's. I really want to start planning more soon. If you liked it, please subscribe, comment. I want to know what you guys think. And everything that I have used will be in the description. As far as the pens go, I'll have links to all the pens. And yeah, I will see you guys again soon.